Illinois football co-offensive coordinator Billy Gonzalez with us. And first off, Coach, welcome to Springfield. And interested to find out what your initial impressions are now that you've been wearing the orange and blue here for a couple of months.
I appreciate you welcoming me here. Excited to be here. It's been fantastic. The fans and the community in Champaign have been second to none. We've got a lot of work that we've done. We've got a lot more to get accomplished, but so far through spring ball, finishing up with spring ball, getting the players' evals done, we had some growth. We got better in the off season. We got better from practice 1 to 15, but we still got to get better.
Spring football for you guys this year is a little different than a lot of places, whereas there's a lot of new guys trying to get to know who you've got in place, what you might be bringing in. What's it like for a group of coaches who come in and have to start from the bottom rung right now?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, you had a group of coaches that we all knew each other. Somehow, some way, we were all connected to each other. Offense, defense, the entire staff. Coach Beckman did an incredible job of putting the staff together. You have on offense, you have Coach Buckus, who's obviously a no-brainer, coming from the Seattle Seahawks, a great player there at the University of Illinois. Tim Salem, the running back coach, special teams coordinator, came in from UCF. I've got a great relationship with Coach dating back to 1989 when he was actually one of the coaches that coached me in college. Coach Beatty, I met Coach Beatty in the early 90s. He was an up-and-coming high school coach, and then obviously had a chance to visit with him. He was in the recruiting process, and he's done a fantastic job coaching at Northern, coaching at Vandy, West Virginia. And then you take a look at Alex Kolsch, tight end coach, again, who's been with Coach Beckman. So everybody kind of knew each other. We've been intermingled, and it was just a matter of getting together, sitting down in a room, and putting the offense together.
What kind of an offense can fans expect to see when they head out to Memorial Stadium next year?
I think the biggest thing from a fan's perspective, what we want to do is we want to be an up-tempo, a fast break-style offense, but at the same time, we want to be disciplined. We want to be extremely disciplined in what we do. We want to make sure we eliminate any type of error. If we can play fast, eliminate the errors, and put our players in the best possible positions to make those plays, then we'll have a chance to be successful.
With the new coaching staff, are those players that were in certain positions last year, is everything a fresh start and you coming in competing for a job and no job is guaranteed right now?
Well, when you come in as a new staff, you always have a feel for who's who. We came in and our players had to work. They had to earn their spots in the off-season conditioning. That tells you a lot. When you get a chance to work with the players in the off-season conditioning and get a chance to see who's a finisher, who understands what it's like to compete, those are the things that you're looking for. And ultimately, when you put them on a football field, who can translate that during practice? And you saw some guys make some strides.
One of those competitions that everybody's going to be looking at is Riley O'Toole and Nathan Shieldhouse, two talented guys, maybe different skill sets on a certain level, but is any decision at this point made about how you might try to go about taking advantage of both of their skills, or if one is ahead of the other at this point?
Well, coming out of it, when you look at what we got accomplished in spring, both of them made strides. The biggest thing that we wanted to take a look at is who has leadership ability. No matter who you are, and I'm looking at a couple quarterbacks right there up on the wall who's championships right there between Bradford, Tebow, and McCoy. All three of those guys were great leaders, and I think whenever you have a great leader at that position, the rest of the team will follow. The rest of the team will jump on board and continue to get better and be a little bit hungrier to be successful. I'd say all three quarterbacks. You mentioned two, but I'm going to say Miles Osei is another young man in there that you take a look at, and one of the unsung heroes for us this spring. Fantastic quarterback, moved around, played some quarterback, played receiver, played running back, punt return, kick return, an invaluable member to our team. And again, Riley and both had good springs.
Illinois fans are desperate in a sense for a football program that they can be proud of. How exciting is it to come in and to be able to carve that out, to potentially be in a position where you can create that when there's a fervor around it, and people really want that right now?
It's awesome. Again, the the welcome that we've got here has been fantastic. The people of Champaign, the University of Illinois, the state of Illinois, it has been fantastic. We've been welcomed with open arms. Now we got to do our job. We got to go out and do a great job recruiting, which we are, building relationships with these coaches across this state, getting a chance to get in their schools, getting a chance to evaluate their players, and then ultimately we got to do a great job. Our players have to have a great summer. They've got to continue to develop on their own, then come back for 2 days. We've got to do our part and put a great product on the football field, but the University of Illinois deserves to have a great program.
Last question really is, how long does it take to get the roots planted in the small communities in the areas around Illinois and the surrounding states to where you can really be comfortable recruiting? Is that a 1-year process? Is that a 3-year process?
As a coach, you come in, and high school coaches understand the influx of coaches that come in and change, whether it's a new coach, whether it's a coach on a staff that takes another position. We want our roots to stay in and stay here and remain in Illinois. So we're setting it out right now. We've been into high schools. We're trying to do due diligence and get into every high school in the state of Illinois. And I've been in some schools where we're making up ground, and it's amazing when you walk into a school, the excitement that the students get a chance to see you walk in with an eye in your chest, and the coaches come up and give you a big hug. So we've been well received. Again, we just got to continue to build those relationships.